Nether Alderley Mill is under wraps, while our specialist contractors repair its ancient roof and restore its machinery. This short video tells you something about the team and the work they're carrying out.
We're a conservation and restoration company, primarily working on historical buildings, ranging from your small chapel to your parish church, cathedrals, stately homes. A little background about Lambert Walker was, we set up 8 years ago. The Lambert is John Lambert, who is a historical decorator. He works on all stately homes, cathedrals, doing the ceilings. And the Walker is myself, and I'm a stonemason by trade. Me and John met as apprentices at Blackburn Cathedral over 20 years ago. Regarding the water mill, the works consisted of stripping the stone slated roof and carrying out extensive repairs to the oak timber roof trusses, purlins, by our directly employed carpenters. Also on the project we've got the millwrights from Norfolk millwrights, who are working on the actual mechanisms of the mill.
My profession is millwrighting, which is a very, very old and very unheard of profession nowadays. Basically that's looking after mills, water mills, windmills, and we're fixing and repairing the main machinery within the mill rather than the actual structure of the building itself. So here we have what we call a Hurst frame, and this is the frame that holds the millstones itself, and you'll be able to see the two trays here with the millstones on top. And we've been repairing things like the bearings that sit in the housings here, making all the shafts vertical so that all the gears mesh properly, working our way through the mill machinery, step by step, bearing by bearing, shaft by shaft, realigning everything and making sure that the gears all work perfectly together. So hopefully by the end of the job, when we start the mill up, it should be fairly silent. The only thing you'll be able to hear is the flour coming out of the millstones, and it'll all look lovely.
My job on site is the basic running from day to day, week to week of the site, organising the manpower and materials, making sure that all the work done on site is done to a very high standard. The organisation of the site, the health and safety responsibilities, and like I said, the organising of the materials, make sure the materials that are being used and all the work's being done in a correct and safe manner.
My work with this project involves having an overview of the whole project, managing all the aspects of it, bringing it together, coordinating it. I'm involved, because I'm a building surveyor, I'm involved and interested in the building side, but I'm also very interested in all the heritage and conservation work that's got to happen for this project.
So I work with Phyllis, who's the project manager, and also some other people who work for the National Trust. Amanda, based at Quarrybank Mill, is the heritage manager there, and also Roz, the visitor experience manager, are working hard along with all sorts of other people in the trust, all our experts, to work out the best way to present this mill to the public when it reopens. So we're looking at how we're going to interpret the mill. We currently have a very dedicated team of volunteers, about 5 or 6, who have been giving tours in the past, and we want to use their expertise to help us develop more tours so that we can open up and show people around this fantastic place. We're also hoping in the future, hopefully in the next year, to start the ball rolling on actually producing flour and bringing Nether Alderley Mill to life for everyone.
The biggest challenge in this project is really the conservation. It's getting the balance right between what is repair and what is conservation. We'll do everything we can to keep original fabric of the building, but in some instances we will have to do very sensitive repairs, and it's the skill of the conservation architect that really brings all that together.
I've been in this trade since leaving school, getting on for now 27 years now. We take a lot of pride in what we do, make sure it's done in the correct way and the correct manner. We use all the traditional craftsmen using traditional skills rather than modern materials and modern workmanship methods. You can't use them on these sorts of buildings, so you have to use the traditional, the old ways, and more often than not they are the best ways.
I got into mill writing, strangely enough, because I used to be a college lecturer and I taught engineering, and the Broads Authority back in Norfolk decided that because there were so few millwrights in the country now, about 14, 15 millwrights, and it's such a dying art, that they would train 5 new millwrights. So they put on a Heritage Lottery funded project to train up the millwrights. I was involved in actually teaching them, and it was such a great experience and sounded like such a fantastic job that I actually joined 2 of them when they'd finished their training, and I'm now one of the partners in their business, and now we go around restoring water mills, windmills, such as Nether Alderley Mill.
So in the past, Nether Alderley Mill would have been very much the centre of the community, along with the church, which is over the road. So we want to sort of bring that community spirit into the present day at Nether Alderley Mill. So we want to work, we're hoping to work very closely with, and we've already started discussions with the church, which is St Mary's, which is across the road from the mill. And also there's the Nether Alderley Primary School and the parish council here. There are lots of different groups that we can get involved with, and we're hoping to hopefully have their input every step of the way as we go towards opening Nether Alderley Mill in the future.
It's the greatest job in the world. Get to work on some fantastic buildings, get to restore them back to life, which is amazing because that's helping future generations see the heritage of the past, and get to work with fantastic people. And it's such great fun, really enjoyable, really love it. Could recommend it to everybody.